the world's smartest dumb person here. Well, I filmed the Ironhide review earlier, and as everybody knows, Ironhide is black. He is very, very black. And I was wearing a dark blue shirt. So, after watching what I filmed, I decided I'm going to do it again. Let's see. Okay. Make this quicker, too, because, okay. Here's my basic thoughts on him. A lot of the stuff on him doesn't really secure anywhere. He's got these shoulder flaps. There, that's better. He's got his shoulder pads right here that just kind of float here. They don't peg into anything. If you want to, you can take and force that to where it stays still, but I don't really like where it puts it. It kind of blocks some of his face if you do that, and all this stuff is so flimsy on this guy that I really would hate to take and break something by forcing it where it doesn't belong. In Matrix Prime's video, I think he reviewed it, or maybe, I don't remember who it was, they ended up with the hood just sat flat right there. And I didn't really care for that either, because all the pictures I've ever seen, it's up in a V. But, I don't know, as usual, Hasbro's instructions leave a lot to be desired, so there's no... if anybody knows a way to secure this without forcing something where it doesn't belong, or, you know, I'm sure somebody's going to tell me I did it wrong. And I'm smiling when I said that. But, let's see. Next to another Voyager, this right here is the Voyager Prime, and the Voyager Prime is about the right size. Also, just so y'all know, there's not going to be a slideshow after this, because whenever I got all ticked off about having worn a dark blue shirt with this guy, I deleted everything, and I thought I was just deleting the movie files. I deleted everything, the pictures and all. I'm going to take a couple, but I'm not going through doing everything again. Let's get this guy out of the way and just review this guy. I will touch on one thing real quick. I've heard that this guy had Minicon ports on his arms, and I'd never really checked it out that well, because I was hoping it was a lie. It's not. He's got a Minicon port on each forearm, so your big tough robot can have two small sports cars on his wrists, which makes perfect sense. Long live Armada. Let's see. His guns, I like this. This is the only gun he's got with launching missiles. You can take and to launch them, you've got to have it attached to his other gun, because there's no launching mechanism in this. It's the old captured ball like they used in RID a lot, that you have to take and slide these forward, and they don't really launch all that well. The harder you slide it, the harder it'll launch. Like, that probably went a good 2.5 foot straight up in the air. Let's see how far I can make one go. That's about the same. Oh, that was about 4. Well, anyway, now I've got missiles all over the house. They're going to magically reappear. Well, now that they're back, let's separate the gun and just set it aside for a minute. This right here is not the most movie accurate of the Transformers, especially the Autobots. But the movie version had these large arms. Very tough looking. And this one has some little bitty spindly arms. I mean, just let me pull this guy's arm off. His arm is no wider than Suctimus Prime's, and Suctimus is only a deluxe. Actually, it's not all that much taller, you know, depth-wise either. So he does have kind of spindly little arms. What I would have liked to have seen, rather than having the detachable weapons, is just larger guns, larger forearms, with maybe just one launcher a piece in them or something. Just something to kind of hold us over like that, because as cool as this gun is, it does make the figure kind of look weak. There's going to be a blue repaint coming out supposedly, and I wouldn't care normally, but this was pointed out, I believe, on either TF Fans forums or Cybertron's forums. If you turn his head around, his head, the back of it, is a dead ringer for Generation 1 Soundwave. So, I don't know, y'all might see me with the blue Ironhide someday. I say that. Every time I've ever talked about repainting anything, all I've ever done is mess it up. So, that's gonna probably never happen if I would take and buy the blue one and put the paint apps to make it look like Soundwave on the back of his head. So, anyway, this guy has probably the most effective automorph of any figure. Whenever you take and push the front of his foot up, this right here, it was the inside of the leg, flips around to the inside, the tire on the outside rotates into position. Let me just pull it back so y'all can see it from the start. Everything moves on his leg except for this one panel. And actually, no, it doesn't move. I thought it might have just moved just a little bit, but not folded in. Very good automorph. I will say this. I've been told I don't talk about the posability enough. Not the most posable figure. They have very strong ratchet joints in here, and they're very positive where they lock. He's very stable, but it's kind of hard to get him just so, you know, because it'll be here, then the next one's here, then the next one's, you know, especially in the shoulders. The shoulder joints on his, especially on mine's right arm, are extremely tight. I was trying to, whenever I was posing him for the, well, let me just show you. His whole body, his knees and hips will bend before his shoulder will rotate. So, very tight joints. Almost to the point where it's a bad thing. So anyway, you've got the legs turned back into the back half of the truck. Go ahead and you can clip them together. And the whole reason I'm doing this, you know, I almost always go from truck mode to robot or alt to robot or whatever. Someone asked me to show how to get him back into his alt mode. So you're going to unclip all this right here to where this is straight. Put the arms out to the side. And this whole section right here, you have to take the chest piece down also, is going to rotate around to where the bumper comes back to the front of the chest. From here, you can take